Imagine a mind that could see the unseen, a mind that could build the future in its thoughts piece by piece before a single screw was turned. This was the mind of Nikola Tesla. He saw lightning in a bottle. He saw a world connected not by roads but by invisible waves carrying voices and power across continents. To him, the universe wasn't just a collection of stars and planets. It was a vast, humming engine of energy. And he believed he held the key to unlock it for all humanity. This wasn't magic. It was a profound understanding of the cosmic dance of electricity and magnetism, a vision so clear it bordered on prophecy. We live in his world. We just don't always know it. Tesla's greatest contribution was a simple, yet world-changing concept: alternating current, or AC. Before him, the world was being wired for direct current, DC, championed by his famous contemporary, Thomas Edison. DC was inefficient. It couldn't travel far without losing power. It meant a power plant on every few city blocks. But Tesla saw a different way. He envisioned electricity sent hundreds of miles with minimal loss. Not just a single city block, but entire regions, entire nations, a great electrical grid, a web of energy connecting humanity. He saw beyond simple power. He imagined a world without wires. He designed and built the Tesla Tower at Wardenclyffe, a magnificent structure, his greatest gamble. Not just a radio tower, the first node in a world wireless system, to transmit messages, to transmit images, and to transmit electrical power through the air, to any point on the globe. Imagine free, limitless energy for everyone. A farmer in a remote village could power his tools, a ship at sea could receive its power from the shore. In the halls of power, Tesla's ideas were not seen as gifts. They were seen as threats. The most powerful man in finance, J.P. Morgan, was the embodiment of this new industrial order. Morgan had invested heavily in the infrastructure of the old world. Copper mines, manufacturing plants, miles of copper wire and early electrical systems. Why would anyone pay for electricity if it was broadcast freely through the air? The first major battle was the War of the Currents. Edison launched a public relations campaign against AC, framing it as dangerous. Public demonstrations were staged to shock the public. This fight wasn't just about science, it was about metering, billing, and who gets to sell power. Edison had the backing of powerful financial interests. Patents, funding, public perception. The fight moved from labs to boardrooms and newsrooms. George Westinghouse, who had championed Tesla, was forced by bankers to renegotiate Tesla's royalty contract. To save the company, Tesla tore up the contract, forfeiting billions in future royalties. The final blow came at Wardenclyffe. This was to be Tesla's masterpiece, the physical manifestation of his wireless world. J.P. Morgan had provided the initial funding. He believed it was simply a powerful radio tower, one that could outperform Marconi. But when Morgan discovered the true scope of Tesla's ambition, to transmit not just messages but power, freely available to all, he saw the danger. He saw an invention that could not be metered. One that would upend his investments and the global economic structure he sought to control. And so, he pulled the plug. With funding cut, Tesla was stranded. His letters went unanswered. The silence from the world of finance was deafening. No other investor would dare to cross J.P. Morgan. The project stalled. The press, once calling him a magician, now painted him an eccentric recluse. His rivals won prizes for work built on Tesla's foundations. His name began to fade. In the end, the tower was torn down and sold for scrap to pay debts. Tesla retreated into solitude, his mind teeming with ideas but his voice unheard. For many years, Nikola Tesla was a footnote in the story of electricity, a name mentioned in passing, overshadowed by the likes of Edison and Marconi. His notebooks, filled with radical ideas and complex diagrams, were seized by the government after his death and classified. His legacy was buried, not because it was wrong, but because it was disruptive. But an idea, a true and powerful idea, is a resilient thing. In the late 20th century, a new generation began to rediscover Tesla's work. Scientists, engineers, dreamers. They saw in his writings the seeds of our modern age: wireless technology, robotics, radio astronomy. Wireless technology, robotics, radio astronomy, the quest for new energy sources. His name began to re-emerge from the shadows. Championing him were not the establishment but those who saw a kindred spirit. The lone inventor fighting a system resistant to change. The next Tesla might be alive today, working in a garage or a university lab. Tesla's dream of a connected world, powered by clean and abundant energy, is more relevant today than ever before. It is an echo from the past, urging us toward a more intelligent and compassionate future. It is our duty to keep our eyes open, searching for that light.